Hello everyone and welcome to my video. I'm Lucarval and today I'm playing Yugioh Legacy of Yugioh Master Duel. Yeah, sorry, I'm broken from the last duel. But yeah, now we have lots of story to calm down, I guess. I don't know. Because yeah, look at how much story we have again. That means more reading, less dueling. Wow. If I could, I would skip it, honestly. But yeah, it's important for the game, I guess. Where the world legacy leads. With Babel's activation, World Legacy World 1 tore through the sky and fell on Earth. Its tremendous mass pierced the Earth below. Could you please stop letting the screen shake this much? Come on, why? It's so irritating. Just as its devastating aftershock was about to strike the warriors of the Crusadia, a blinding light fell upon Orm's eyes. A light even brighter than from the battle with Ibli. Imdok had used the power of the gods to call forth a gigantic barrier. As the gust of destruction blew past them, a barrier dissipated. Imdok had sacrificed his life to shield the Crusadia. Yeah, same here. It hurt in my eyes. With his life force depleted, Imdok falls to the ground. Orm is left speechless as he touches Imdok's fallen body. The body of his invaluable ally. A wave of guilt rushes into his mind, as it did once before. But there was no time for sorrow, for either Orm or the Crusadia. The fall of the World Wand exposed the World Legacy World Arc and activated it. The fallen Imdok was then consumed by the World Arc. The power of the World Arc has over life, death and death, was infused with the godly power of Imdok. And this combination took the form of a two-headed dragon. God Dragon and Drake. I thought Light of Darkness Dragon somehow. Okay. Which then descended towards Orm. The God Dragons had awakened. The shattering power rippled through the planet and reshaped each world legacy into a draconic form. Okay. Next part of the story. Well, let's go for it. Even as the world legacies took the forms of dragons, Ningirsu was not faced by their threat. Ib's revival. That was the sole thing that pushed him forward. Carrying the body of Ib in his arms, he approached the mechanical doll. Using the key embedded in it, he should be able to control even the draconic world legacies. Ningirsu attempts to revive Ib's soul, using the key to control the world arc and its power over life and death. And finally, at long last, a brother's wish for his sister was to be fulfilled. The doll slowly absorbs Ib's remains. Smile for me again, like you used to before. Ningirsu calls upon Ib. Ib and the doll become one. The soul's revival is complete. However, the soul now bound within the mechanical body was not that of whom he sought for. The smile on her face was not the compassionate smile of Ib, but a wicked grin frozen in place. A smile belonging to Lee, who had merged with Ib's soul. The resurrected Lee took control of the puppet, and using the power of the key, she decimated what remained of Ib's soul. She then called upon the now draconic world legacies and consumed them, growing to enormous size. While consuming Ip's remains and the 5 dragons, Lee turned into a monster known as Nightmare Incarnation Italy. Italy then used the power of the key and the world legacy to create a crawler as large as a mountain, named Duels X Crawler. I guess I don't know how to pronounce that, or Duels. I know. Orm and his allies noticed that the spinal protrusion stretching from the Duels was connected to the sealed great darkness. As they approached to stop it, a dreadful black dragon blocks their way. It had been consumed by a deathly force and become Italy's vanguard. It used to be Imduk. Now he had become World Legacy God Dragon Marduk. Can I actually progress there? No, of course not. I have to read more story. Okay. After the battle with the Orcus and being engulfed in the Shattering World, the Crusader was left barely standing. And now World Legacy God Dragon Marduk stands in their way. Was it inevitable that the Great Darkness would fall into Lee's hands? Just as Orm was about to give in, a flying dragon lands before Italy. It was God Dragon Justicia from the Forest of the Stars. The shimmering blue dragon used its power to rip out Ip's body that was bound to Italy. In that moment, it began to shine brighter, enveloping the area with a flash. Then the light gathers. As Orm opens his eyes, he sees the figure of a young girl. The kind eyes of the girl he knew so well. Ningirsu's sister, his childhood friend. Their time in the village. Their quest for the world legacy. He had shared his hardships and joys with her. It was none other than Ip. She had supposedly been destroyed by Lee, yet she stood before his eyes. Orm and Ip were reunited once again. Yet there was no time to rejoice, as another calamity soon occurred. Italy's body now, separated from the key and its inheritor Ip, could no longer control the world legacy and went into overdrive. Italy howls as Orm and Ip turn to Marduk, who has suffered a similar fate. To save their friend Imduk from the deathly force possessing him, they attempt to call upon his soul. Their call drives it from his body and awakens his soul within. The awakened Imduk amplifies his life force and is reborn as the Divine Dragon World Legacy God Dragon Almaduk. Ah, I know that one. A good super poly target. Even during this transformation, Italy's rampage continued. And at last, the monstrosity dug up by Deus Ex Crawler reared its head. Upon seeing the abomination, Ip explains, "This is the true form of the Great Darkness. It is the embodiment of the divine power, world gears of through logical demiurgy. Demiurgy. I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. Next part of the story. Ningirsu originally attempted to use the key in the machine body to control the draconic world legacies, and thus try to revive Ip's soul. However, this procedure failed. Procedure. It instead awakened Lee, who took control of her body and spirit. As Ningirsu falls into despair, a miracle happens before his eyes. A shining blue dragon appears and fuses with Ip's remains. As a result, his sister, the person he cherished more than anyone else, has returned. Was he dreaming? Is this real? What has happened? As Ningirsu considers this, he feels something reach out to his soul. It was what remains of a fading mind, belonging to the vessel made to house Ip's soul. It was the echo of the doll's final thoughts. It was nothing more than an artificial body, but perhaps through the power of its host, or because of the power of the key, the empty vessel grew a consciousness that was neither Ip or Lee. Who the conscience belonged to, or if it was similar to humans, the doll did not know. However, it still had a heart to care for its master. When the newly revived Lee attempted to erase the soul of Ip, the doll transferred Ip's soul to World Legacy World Chalice in the Forest of the Stars and sacrificed itself to save her. Ironically, this was the same method Lee used to deceive humankind. But Lee failed to notice as the purity of the doll's heart was indistinguishable from Ip's. Having heard this final echo, Ningirsu clutched the sash that had belonged to Ip, the doll, and Galatea, and stood with a renewed determination. Okay. Oh! You know what? Let's keep going though, to read this. Okay. At last, the great darkness, the avatar of divine power, had arrived. World gears of theological demiurgy. No idea. Facing such an overwhelming foe, Orm remembered a passage from the Legend of the Star Heroes. To fend off the great darkness, Orm informs Ip and his Crusader allies of his plan of action. His plan was to inherit the key which Magnite Blue Sky had once attempted to and failed. He aims to use that power to combine the gathered world legacies into a single entity. Assisted by Ip and his allies, he begins the unification. Upon realizing Orm's plan, the desperate nightmare incarnation Italy attempts to stop him. Imdok and the Crusader gave their all to defend Orm and Ip. However, Italy's attack was tremendous. Just then, a man with a sash clutched in his fist came forth to face the challenge. It was Ningirsu. He gathered all the remaining parts from Babel and the Arcust and forged a colossal spear. With it, he strikes Italy with a ferocious blow. Gathering up all his might, Ningirsu then forges his final and ultimate creation. A creation intended to protect the divine reincarnation of Ip. It was a colossus combining every Arcust, and even the creator himself. Ningirsu, the Arcust of the Evening Star, had been born. Italy continued her rampage, still desperate for the divine powers. Ningirsu, now with the power of a machine god, did not hesitate while striking with his spear. Subjected to his fierce assault, Italy's body begins to fall apart. And even yet, Lee's tainted spirit was obsessed with attaining godhood. With her sanity long lost, Lee used Deuce X-Crawler to forcefully bind her soul to the world legacy. In response to her tainted mind, the Emergy loses all control. What is it that they have with that moving screen? The overwhelming power of the gods was enough to accelerate the destruction of the planet. Arm and Ib continue the Key's accession, and their allies stand to defend the two. The planet's destruction looked inevitable, but not a single soul was about to give up. Each and every one stood firm to fight against the divine power. And at last, the accession was complete. With Aram having inherited the key, he wielded the power of every world legacy as the legendary world hero. Mech Knight Crusader Avramax. Yeah, a very strong card, actually. Starlit Hero, your sword swathed in light. May you triumph over the great darkness. Okay, so let's unlock that for now. Okay, which one should we go for? The top or the bottom duel? What should we do now? So which one should we go for? Should we go for this one? Or for this one? You know what? Let's go for this one. And which deck then? Well, why not Perform Raid? We haven't played that today yet. And let's play. I'm going first. Okay, now good hand, and it's done for. Not such a great hand. Okay, effects. Let's get monkey board, scale, then that effect, get the high scale, and that effect. Let's summon. Yeah, let's go for that. Yeah, let's go for Baron. At least the negate should be fine. Then effect. Then we got this one. Then we have to use the effect of Zephyros. Get back monkey board. Okay. Then these two. Effect of Wystrix. I played the combo now a little different, but it should work. The only thing is, we can't use the second effect of... Yeah, we can't use the second effect of... yeah. The second effect of Badish. The effect of Badish overall. But that's no problem. We don't need it even. Okay. Then let's use this to summon Infinity. Yeah, I think I should go for more negates, I guess, or... Wait. Against what do I have to play? God Dragons, yeah, then negates are the best idea, I guess. One, two, three, yeah, that works. Done effects, destroy this. I need the other scale. Yeah, that will help me. Let's get that to my hand. Yeah, now I can use it. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I need that. Get that back to my hand. Okay, now it has no materials. That's perfect. Set. Set. Also use the effect. Yeah, we don't need that effect. Let's use that effect for now. And use that effect as well. Finish one. This one. Okay. Why would I use that? Ideal. Okay. Then effect. And get this. Now let's fusion summon. Okay, another Omni-Negate. Perfect. Let's use that effect to destroy the first card. Then effect, so it won't lay there without any use. Okay. Okay, attack, attack, and attack. Oh, another level up soon. Okay, we unlocked another duel. See? Oh, more gems! Nice. I can always use them. Okay, not bad. Okay, and now let's open some of those special packs here. The secret packs? No. Oh, I can open a pack for free. Alright. Let's do that. Let's hope for some good cards. Let's see. At least super rare. Could have been worse. And what do we got here? Oh, another super rare, okay. Okay, bonus packs. Let's see. Yeah, let's skip it a bit because, yeah, those aren't great cards most of the time. Yeah, and it's the same. Open those as well. Because we can't even trade them in. And one pack was a scam, but okay. Alright. So we're done with that. Let's go back to the chapter we were at. Yeah, we have done a lot yet, but we still have lots of more gates to go. With different stories, so yeah. That will be a long playthrough, I think. So, we are here. Okay. That will be the one we'll do next. But yeah, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please like and subscribe. Also, check out the other playthroughs on my channel if you want to watch more. In the description you find a link to Twitch where you can watch me stream live. As well as, well, not to Twitch exactly, but the link to Linktree, where you can find the link to Twitch, and also my other profiles, and also the polls, where you can vote for the next games I'll play, as well as the players I'll use on the next eFootball stream. So I hope to see you next time again. Have a great time. Bye bye.